Good afternoon, Cocoa Beach. My name is John White with the Central States Judges Association. I'm from Ocklawaha, Florida, which is real close to Ocala. And I want to welcome you to Merritt Island High School. I'm really glad that you're here. I have the pleasure of getting in the area of GE music. Most of what I will comment on will be what's around the notes. The dynamics, articulation, style, phrasing, things like that, and how well you do that. I'm looking forward to your program, and I wish you all the best on it. I appreciate the duet up front. And the staggered entrance. And the build. Nice build. Good diminuendo here. Giving it some shape to the phrasing there. Very good. A little change of pace, adding in some percussion, emulating the train, picking up speed here. Heavy-duty rock guitar there. Wow, that really changes the mood a lot. Cool. Appreciate the trumpets on this ostinato passage, that they're doing some shaping with that. Very good. Little woodwind feature there. Good. A little change of color. I like the arrangement. Is changing the timbre of the sound, going back and forth. Okay, this is more of an ensemble combat. Be careful of the balance here with the rock guitar section there, overpowering the winds, because we only have a couple of low brass there. This passage with the mellophone, so that melody was repeated, and whenever we have a repeated melody, you want to make it different the next time, whether that be in the background or change the instrumentation of the melody. But doing the same thing over again is kind of, I mean, it's great, but we want to give a different flavor the second time. And make sure we pay attention to the phrasing here. In legato style, we want to make everything connected as little as possible in the way of gaps. Try and stagger breed those. I know you have very few players, but it could still be done with small bands. Good transition from that legato style in the previous section to this more staccato march style. Trumpets are doing a good job emulating that style. Nice build and impact here. Thank you. Yeah, nice dynamic change there. Great use of the guitars to kind of finish off that build here, and doing the slide was a nice effect. All right, we need to be a little bit careful here. Two things. One is that we're repeating the same phrase again. As I mentioned before, we want to do something different the second time to make it more interesting. The other thing would be the balance. Be very careful that we keep that pyramid of balance. I'm sure that you've seen that pyramid, and if not, well, you will. You draw a pyramid on the board there, and the instruments at the top of the pyramid, like flute and clarinet, and then towards the lower end are the bass instruments, like sousaphone / tuba. You could include bass guitar since you have that, but that's the dominant sound. But in this case, we have the bass guitar, which tended to be a little bit overpowering. Also, I kind of came across the thought that I didn't hear a lot out of the mallets. They definitely were playing, but a lot of times, you just want to give them a little bit more and balance. All right, I hope I've mentioned some things that you're doing really well. We understand shaping very well. We understand dynamic change. We had some good impacts. We also had some good lower dynamic volume levels, like piano, and all the places in between there. So we understand dynamics. Phrasing, for the most part, it was pretty good. There's one part in the ballad, though. The ballads are tricky. That's the measure of a good band, is how well can you play the soft, pretty songs. So we got a little bit of work to do with the phrasing there. You'll listen to that and try to eliminate the gaps as much as you can, and make sure we're breathing in the same places like that for your performance to be effective. A few things like that. All right, I wish you all the best on the rest of your season. Again, hope my comments have been helpful, and I look forward to possibly hearing you again sometime.